It's put some trees in.
Not yet, but I'll go and get some trees in to have some winter work in the future.
Have you got all your other work done for your own farm?
Yeah, I did everything. I played, I think, last Monday to finish off what I started on Sunday.
What's up?
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc. How you doing?
Good. Where's Grumpy Prick?
He's not awake yet, I think.
Tis only early.
Mm-hmm. He's usually awake like an hour and a half before now. Oh, yeah.
How are you doing, Doc? Haven't seen you in a while.
All right. Not too bad. Just been busy on Sundays usually.
Well, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I found a new FS map. It makes me happy, so.
What are you playing?
Louisiana.
Oh, I looked at that one.
It could be a absolutely amazing map. It's nice. It's good. One of the big problems I have with it is that it's when he did all the roads and stuff, it's not very smooth or anything. It's very jaggedy. You know, he never went in there. It's like he did it with the spline tool and that was it and left it. Didn't go back and fix that. Layout's really good. Background is amazing. He's got this mud road that goes up to, because it's like flat where you can put rice fields, and then it's also hilly where you can put beef cows. But I did find one problem with it is he changed the animal food so you could put sugar cane in the animal pens. Must be they do that down south. But it messes up your whole animal rations. So I get rid of that. And it's been flawless ever since I fixed that. That's the only problem I found. Legitimate problem. And then he's got this mud road that runs around the map to get up to that beef farm, which is pretty cool, except it's the only way up there, so you can't, everything struggles to get up the road because it's all mud. So he's going to have to do something about that too.
Yep.
But so far so good. Plan on doing cotton, sugarcane, and rice once I already got beef cows going. I think I'm just gonna paint some gravel over this mud road so that maybe I got a chance of getting up it.
I'll be right back, gentlemen. I'll have to take the kids to bed.
Okay, bud.
Okay. How's Jamie been?
Pretty good. Quiet.
Quiet's good.
Quiet's not a bad thing sometimes. You fishing?
Yeah, it's supposed to go today, but it's freaking windy. Still getting a storm. Remnants of the storm still. Windy yesterday, windy today. It's no fun when it's windy. I mean, I could go down the canyon, but yeah, a spot I want to check out. I can't take the dog just because apparently there's rattlesnakes all down through there.
Ooh. Hey, Johnny.
So, was it just in your chat?
Yeah. I'm scared to come in and do work because it's still dark, but I can fix that in a heartbeat.
What are you guys playing now?
We are on Schwesing-Banhof. Wonko's map, or not Wonko's map, but Wonko's server.
Yeah. Where is Grumpy?
Not here because there's work to be done.
No, Grumpy Wonko.
Oh, he's just posted he wouldn't be here today. He didn't say exactly why, or
Oh, I knew I was going to be around.
but maybe he had a premonition.
Well, he woke up, he saw I was online, and said, "Oh, I don't want to feel that today." Well, now I can say that I popped in to see him, and he couldn't be bothered to come and say hi. So.
Couldn't show up.
Yep. I know having 2 days off all the time is not used to it.
Nice treat for you, though.
Yeah. I don't need one. Otherwise I get kind of bored. Because then I sit around and look at all the stuff I'm supposed to be doing and find ways to skirt out, not doing the cleaning or laundry or. When you only have one day, you don't have any choice to put anything off because you have to do it that day. When you get 2 days off, it's like, well, I'm going to do that all tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and you have to do it all again because you have to do it that day. Yeah, if he details this map up a little bit more, it could make a really sweet map.
It could be your Alma from 22.
I think it will be. It's got a really nice little town set up. It's with the ditches and everything they have down there. It makes it really hard to get to things because you have to go around the ditches. You know. So it makes the map feel bigger because it takes forever to get everywhere. And then it's got like this really nice hilly region and this really nice flat region. It's a really good mixture. So you don't get bored by playing a completely flat map. But you also have opportunity to go through the woods and stuff like that. It's just really nice. It's actually a lot more interesting than Alma. And I'm doing any contracts I take, I have to own the equipment or lease it. I can't borrow it. That's cheating.
Yep, gives you a little more challenge.
Yeah.
He's talking about Louisiana map, I think, Johnny. What you're asking there.
Yeah. I'll just come out. As far as like cleaning up the fields and the roads and stuff, I mean, it's nothing I can't do in game. It's just like a lot of maps are like this. So the map creators leave everything just a little bit too clean. Everything's just too clean. That's what I love about Riverbend Springs. They got all the dirt tracks and all this other stuff. This map doesn't have any of that. And I think if you made an update to it, which you probably will, but put a lot more of that kind of decorative stuff in, I think it'd be really, really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the vehicle shop is really, really cool on it. I don't know what this manufacturer of equipment is. I don't know if it's South American or whatever it is, but he built it in there where you have to download his other mods, which I don't know. I don't like that, but I get it when it's the same brand as the dealership that's in the game. But there's a lot of really, really neat features to this map. Johnny wouldn't like it because it's easy to go in the water and have to reset your vehicle.
But he doesn't go in the water anyway, so it'll be alright.
Well, auto drive and course play will put your tractor in the water, just so you know.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll come back.
Welcome back. I don't understand why course play keeps wanting to drive in the water. It never used to do that.
That might explain why Brummy ended up in the water.
No,
No.
Brummy is just Brummy. Brummy went in the water because, I don't know, it's Brummy. He makes things happen.
How's the weather over there, Doc? Winter slowly passing away?
Oh no, we're in summertime now. No, we're full-blown summer. Oh man, I don't want to do that again.
What'd you do?
Oh, I got my loads for tomorrow.
Get the lane.
Well, the one load is a split load, so I have to take two different products to the same place. But it's kind of a pain because you got to keep weighing in and weighing out, weighing it. It takes forever to load and unload.
What are you transporting mainly, Doc? Or is it different every day?
No, it's mostly out of the feed mill.
Okay.
Product to the feed mill and then product out of the feed mill. That would be like my normal job. And then sometimes I go and transport like vegetable oil or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Is it all bulk?
Huh?
Is it all bulk? Loose cargo?
No. It's yeah, it's all liquid.
Like, yeah.
Liquid bulk.
What do you think, Scrump? You
Yeah,
put to
well,
sleep to 8 o'clock and get some daylight?
Yeah, that would work for me, Jamie. If you give me a second, I'll finish this line.
Okay.
If you're near a trigger, let me know.
I am when you're ready. Just tell me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Such a strong railings.
They say liquid's dangerous, but trailer I pull is I don't even know if it's back there.
Ooh, it's bright.
It's very bright.
Found another bright map.
Oh no, we just in the dark a second ago.
Well, I was gonna say because you know Pidnell had the brightness turned up to 1,000.
This is a map located in northern Germany. It actually is a pretty nice map too.
Yeah.
They did a really good job on this one.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
It's definitely dairy country though. Basically all farms have dairy on it. And there is quite a bit of standard farms already on the map. I think it's around 15 of them, I'm not sure.
Same size, I'm assuming.
What's that, sorry?
Same size map.
No, 4x.
Oh.
It's a pretty good size map. There's lots of detail as well. It's well, not too much, but it's just in a good way. There's some debris and there is some muck and there's it's not too clean.
That's good. That's the problem with Louisiana. It's a little bit too clean.
Yeah, that's what I figured when I took a look at it. It looks alright though. It's definitely not bad. It's very clean. A bit like Fresh Dogs. It's a pretty good map too, but it's really, really clean.
Yeah. Well, because you know, all the tedious part of map making is placing all that, you know, the details. And some people just can't see the details.
Yes.
I've seen some comments about this map where they don't seem to understand the area because they think the field shapes are stupid. But they're supposed to be rice paddies. I'm not quite sure why he didn't make them rice fields.
Yeah, that's the fields that are a bit like in a banana shape, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen those on the map, on the PDA.
Mm-hmm.
But it did say in the description that it was quite a lot of rice being grown in that area.
Yeah, rice, sugar cane, and cotton. So that's why I've decided those are the three crops I'm gonna specialize
Be
in.
doing.
But there was already a nice little beef farm up on the hill. So I said, okay, we'll just start here at the beef farm.
Yeah. Almost time to take some more animals there, Jamie.
Yeah, I want to make it a trip to the dealer and get a few more, top them up, space them out some.
Yeah, I made that mistake already by buying 200 right off the bat. Well, if you look around Google Earth, the most of the world, the field sizes and shapes are annoying. I don't know
Yeah,
why everybody
depends.
wants these. Well, if you want flat, square fields, just play Neanderthal. It's fine.
Yeah, or just come to the Netherlands. Everything that we have reclaimed land, all the reclaimed land, and that's all perfectly square fields. Or rectangular, but yeah, all tight lines there.
Well, like, see here, you can't, even though like the plots of land are square, the fields can't be square because if there's a little bit of elevation change, you can't level the whole piece of land at once. So you have to kind of follow the elevation changes and level that piece of land and then step it up a little bit and then make the next part.
Yeah, but we don't have that problem since it's all flat. Our whole country is flat, so we still have to level things a little bit, but that's more to prevent water being standing water, basically.
Yeah, because
Fill in holes and pits.
yeah, they have to level everything here for irrigation.
Yeah.
Actually, they don't level it. They have to put a slope to it. Because if it was level, the water wouldn't go all the way down to the end. So they have to put a slope on it so the water runs down the rows. Also, they decided to put the canals wherever the cow decided to walk, it seems like. There's no real rhyme or reason where they put canals. I think originally when they set them all up, they just followed the natural terrain. fantastic job, Courseplay. You just roll over top of my truck and trailer. Oh, why does it still do this?
Horseplay is still in developmental mode.
It's always going to be in developmental mode. I think 17 was the last time it was released on... No, it was released on 22
Yeah.
in Mod Hub 2.
You're still having problems with it then, Jamie?
Horseplay? No, no. I find some little things it struggles with, like seed in my fields. You have to put the seeder down, not turn it on, just to make it engage and go. Is what I had to do the last time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't had any trouble with it.
It depends though on what seeder you're using, because not all of them
Yes.
have that problem.
Because I had the little, what is it, the Amazon? Let me see which one it was. Yeah, I had the little Great Plains one. And it would go back and refill it for me with auto drive and then go right back to where it left off.
Maybe it's a multiplayer thing.
But
Oh, probably.
might be, yeah.
I haven't played anything but multiplayer. It's going to be May before we're back on grasslands on this, by the way, once we go through the winter.
Yes, I know. No, I think I got one field that only needs one more growth stage. So that will be April, but all others will be May.
Yeah.
Well, they changed how the grass works now, so it works correctly.
Yeah.
Yes. Works as it should now.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jesus, where did you come from?
August stick boy.
Is it this week or
Hey,
next week?
Came out
that
of nowhere in
precision-
that with that sunshine.
Is it this week or next week that precision farming comes out?
I think it's this weekend.
No. Yes. A Friday? Is it this Friday, I think?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's this Friday when it's coming out. Well, that will be fun. That will be good. Can't test it though, but I'll be off next weekend with my son.
Hmm.
Go and have a little mini vacation for a weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, my daughter and my missus are going to a musical together, and they stay in a hotel for a night. My son really likes fishing, so I said, I know what, since the ladies are going away, we go away as well. So we take the, we go to a, we take our foldable tent, our tent trailer, and go to a camping that I used to be there before when I was a kid.
Cool.
And it's a spot directly on the water. So that's gonna be nice. Gonna be fishing all day long probably.
Hmm.
Well, these roads are too small.
Our combines are too big.
Yeah, that's the other way of approaching it. I'll need both lanes for this thing. Do you still have a loan on this map, Jamie, or not anymore?
Yeah, we do 500, I think.
Yeah, I was on 500 too, but I went over it by buying this new bit of land.
500 on the penny for us.
Yeah, I'm way more at the moment. But costs for having a loan are not big at all.
No.
Will pay itself back. I'm minus 815 now. And it will earn itself back, so.
Yes.
Not gonna spend any more land anyway. Got more than enough now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. See how the carry through goes for us here.
Yeah, but you're playing a two-person, so you can do a little bit more field work at the same time. I think you can fetch a couple more fields.
Yeah, see what happens next
Farmland.
spring.
Let me have a look. Farmland. Wonka went's pretty big, though.
Yeah. I think we're the smallest of all three. We're close to you, but
Yeah, you're close to me. I'm pretty sure you are.
just I'm a little more spread out with us over here. We went down and below and up the field, skipped 118. Didn't want to take 118 because it needs lime, and it also comes up with mowing contracts a lot, so I just left it as is.
Yeah. Field 30 might be a nice one for you guys.
That's where I think we'd probably go next. Johnny was mentioned that one. That's $1 million field, so.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Why is that so expensive?
17.9, so 18 hectares. So 241,000 for 8 hectares, one down below.
But it doesn't make sense, Jamie, because if you take 138, 137, and 136, you'll have 17 acres as well. And that's only...
Yeah, it's a little shy.
Okay, that's... wait. Yeah, this one has a
130.
farm on it, so
Yeah.
133 then.
Yeah.
It's 220. 350. 590. It's around 600,000.
Yeah.
For the same amount of acreage.
Yeah.
So it's basically not worth buying a big one then.
No. Oh, probably not. I'd like, I think 133 at 7 acres. Be a decent one to get. And then it butts on at the back of our existing field that we have, 134.
Yes. is I don't have sheds. I still am losing my equipment. There it is. I found it. Where's my tractor? 7R, where are you? There it is. Yeah, once I repay my loan, then I'll start focusing on getting me some sheds to store my stuff in. It's almost a scrapyard now. Bits and pieces everywhere.
Do you have anything out on other loans, or just with the basic loan?
No, just a basic loan.
I think Walker
I don't
still
have-
has stuff that he did loans on.
No, I bought all my equipment straight away, so nothing that... it's just the normal loan that I've got. Most of my equipment I found in the sale anyway, so that helped out.
Yeah.
Because I own a big officer now, I would have gone for a smaller one. If I had to buy it for full price, but yeah, this was in the sale for 50% off, so. Go. Do some bailing. How's the dog doing, Doc?
Well, behaving and sleeping.
Sounds like a pretty good dog life.
You reading my chat there, Scrumph?
No, because I can't see it. I've got you on half a screen, so the chat kinda lopes away. I can check it though.
I'll let you check it. It's good.
Nothing new for Scrum, stuff everywhere. Yeah, I know, Johnny. Good morning. I got you on half a screen next to my own stream, so for some reason it plops away the chat.
Yeah.
If multiple people chat, I can see it, because then it comes up, but I can't see the bottom lines.
Gotcha. Yeah. Pushes up.
Yes. busy harvesting at the moment then, Doc, or still getting everything in the ground?
Just doing contracts.
Contracts, good. Generating some income.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like 200 beef cows and that's it.
Oh, they get you going.
No, they're like calves. They're not even beef cows, they're just calves.
I should jump to Walko's farm now and feed those animals he asked me to do.
Uh-oh, yeah, you better do that then, Jamie.
Before us forget.
I seen Wonka had a big field ready for harvesting as well.
Yeah, big soybean field.
If we do have the time, we might have to do that for him. Because at the end of the month, that will be gone before next Sunday. Then the crop will be gone.
Well,
It will
maybe
wither.
go up.
No, he said he wouldn't be here tonight. Yeah, he might do it during the week though, but
Yeah, because all we're doing is fertilizing.
could send him a message in Discord. Maybe he'll respond.
Yep, I'll throw him a message.
I think November is the last month for harvesting that. Be right back. Gotta put a bit of light on. Good stream title though, Jamie.
Yeah. What can we do?
Hey Gizmo. Good evening, mate.
Hey, Gizmo.
good weekend, Gizmo? You got another weekend day ahead. That's good. Nice, mate. I'm back to work tomorrow. Most people are free today, though. Over here in the Netherlands, it's 5th of May. They celebrate 80 years of freedom since the end of World War II. At least for us, it ended on the 5th of May. It's of course different everywhere.
BE Day.
Yes.
Well, we'll have to see what he has for. He wants those chores done or not. We messaged him. We'll see.
He's got quite a couple cows there already.
Yeah, 20, 30, 100, 146, 100, 162.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
I don't think I have that many yet. Can't remember though. No, I've got only 60, 66. So I'm far from that.
Well, we get a few more.
Yeah, I could get a. Yeah, I definitely could get a few more. Plenty of food for them, so. I'm glad that feeding robot is working again. That's pretty nice. They fixed that chat.
So. Yeah, we got about 300 so far.
Going to 300 already, Jamie?
Yeah.
Nice.
Between beef and dairy.
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah. That's why I was a little nervous to sell too much silage right off. I didn't know how many they're going to take, but I think we're going to be.
Yeah, they don't take that much. We had enhanced animals on in 22 and we are still used to that.
I think so, yeah.
They took a lot more food in there. For that we got, of course, more product from them as well, but the amount of food they took in 22 was big.
Yeah, about 4 times as much.
Yes. Yeah, because I still got plenty of food in stock, and I already sold quite a bit. Yeah, still got over 1 million liters of silage in stock, so.
Yeah, look and see what we have. Yeah, 1,222,000 liters of silage.
Yeah, I'm almost on the same.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought yourself a slurry spreader, Jamie?
Yeah, we bought one early on because we knew we were going to have lots of cows and it'd be free fertilizer. That and a tanker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things I'll need. Oh, well, need. But I got so much slurry that I'll better use that.
Yeah.
I use normal fertilizer for now. Everything's already fertilized.
We've got 360,000 liters of slurry and 172,000 liters of manure. We have a manure spreader too with that big lime spreader we bought. So
Yes, I got one too.
we've been doing both of those. Still use fertilizer in some of the fields. That big field that we did, the new barley field, when we redid that.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
just went and did that with fertilizer, but I mean, if I had somebody that was like joining my farm that could like haul tanker loads down with our tanker that we also have with the tractor trailer, but you know,
Yeah, he's probably still asleep.
still in the process of waking up.
Yeah, that's probably correct.
Haven't played, Johnny. Why? You've been sick? Not feeling good?
The 87R with the real wagon.
That's not good.
What's not good, Jeremy?
I said he hasn't played a game for 3 days, and he says he hurt his back pretty bad, even hurts to type.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Doing what? How did he get hurt?
Don't know.
He lives in a 15 square foot box. It's almost a rubber room. Maybe he needs to live in a padded room. Would the nurse come over and make him do stretches and his body can't do it?
Nah, you don't wish it was padded.
I think he'd do well with a padded room.
Now, hanging us with us bunch of lunatics, maybe so.
Whoops used to always say, "Welcome to the nut house." I have to save and quit just to get rid of all the frickin' tire tracks. You get stuck on tire tracks. This ground deformation is annoying me.
Oh, that's a nice contract for you there, that Harvesting one, Jamie.
I switched off quick before anybody saw it. It's like, that's beats.
I'd be alright if you had a helper.
Yeah, it just takes too long. Different if it was the map was shut down whenever you went off, but you got to commit to it.
Doing single player when you're stuck in the mud.
Save.
I hope it wasn't safe, because I was all over the place there. It was a pretty decent price for the what's it called? Corn? No, sorry, straw.
Straw bales, yeah.
Just from this little field, it was around 30 bills. It was 20,000 income. Not bad
Nice.
at all. If you roll a field after you plowed it, will the deformation be better? Would it be easier to drive over it?
What?
The ground deformation.
Well, I'm on a road.
No, but if you plow a field,
Yeah.
you seem to sink in a bit more.
Yeah, if you, I know what you're saying.
So
Then if
maybe
you
if
ran
you
a
just-
roller over it, and then you planted it
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yes.
We'll just use the plow with the roller.
No, we use the cheaty plow on here, Doc. Come on.
Well, I know, because I don't know, I like to use different stuff, and you guys use the same stuff all the time.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There's better stuff out there. Better looking stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, I find stuff I like and I use it all, I use the same stuff. But, I don't know. I think, I don't know. I don't like the cheaty giant plow that you could pull with a really low horsepower tractor. I mean, if that thing took 600 horse, it would be fine. I'd have no problem with it. It takes like 80 horse.
I think it takes a bit more now in 25, but I just use it the cheaty way, backwards, and then it doesn't use much horsepower at all.
What do you mean backwards?
And just
Put
hook
it
on
on
the
the-
plow backwards.
You put it on the front?
Nah, just put it on the back, but backwards. It looks like shit, but it works like a dream.
No. stuck in this freaking mud hole and I can't get out. I guess we're going to have to save it and quit. And I'll reset all the tire tracks. Yeah, look at that. Got rid of all the tire tracks, and all of a sudden I can drive right out of that hole.
Drive a lot easier then.
Yeah. The ground deformation is kind of bugged. It works okay on the tractors, but on the trucks and cars and stuff, it doesn't work that great. It sinks in too much.
Yeah, the trucks, definitely the lower horsepower trucks, they sink in quite badly.
I mean, trucks do get stuck on nothing. They do. They just have a ton of weight on tires that really don't grip, but I don't really have an option to put any better tires on this truck.
Yes, that's true.
Be right back, guys.
Okay, Jamie. Now, it seems to be that if you pick a little higher horsepower truck, it at least does it easier. But with a heavy load, it will still sink in the fields quite badly.
Well, I mean, as it should.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
when they made this road, see this is the problem. When he made this road, he made it out of mud.
Mm-hmm.
And when you make the road out of mud, then it sinks just as bad as a plowed field, if not worse.
Yes.
He's got a lot of custom ground textures in here. I'm not quite sure if they're done correctly. I mean, I'm going to be switching my farm anyway eventually, so it doesn't really matter.
Did you take one of the starter farms? Because there is one starter farm and one plot to start your own, right?
There's a bunch of different farms on the map.
Okay, I'm mistaken with another one then.
Well, they've got like one basic starter, all ready to go starter farm. And then they've got a bunch of other little, I think there's four little farmette areas, you know.
Yes.
But I'm not quite sure. I don't really want the starter farm per se. So I'll probably find a spot put up my own farm.
Yeah,
I mean,
just build it from scratch.
Yeah, there's another area. I'm looking at the map now and I don't see it. Because there's the cow farm on the hill, and then there's the grain farm in the valley. But I'm pretty sure there's another spot too. I'll figure it out. What other contracts can we do? That's corn. 57,000. We need to go buy a corn head.
Good amount of money to get some corn off there.
Yeah. 57, 35, and 35.
You can afford the header by doing that contract.
Yeah, let me get the combine going to the shop. Where am I? Okay, I'm up here. Nice thing about Cornhead is that you can fold it up. You don't have to trailer it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if the roads are all right and the weather is not too big, you just fold it and drive it over the road easily.
Well, that's the nice thing about this map. Is another reason I've kind of been turned on to it is that it's very single player friendly. If you want to use auto drive and course play and all that, the roads are nice and wide and they don't have a lot of poles and things to run into.
They will just easily turn around the map on AI.
Yeah, I haven't tried the AI go to. There's one field that I had that was messed up that I had the contract on it, but I couldn't do it with the hired worker. But I could complete it manually, so I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, we have one or two fields on this map that are the same, and it happens on a couple other maps as well.
Yeah.
That hired hand just does not recognize the field.
Yeah, if you do it manually, it doesn't seem to matter.
Yes, I know, but we have that on this map, and I heard it from a couple other maps as well. I don't know why though.
It's almost like the field definition is there, but the boundary's not complete or something.
It has to be. I mean, it's weird because for the contract to show up, all that stuff has to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But on this map, fields. This way it's easier to see.
It's one of my fields that does it. My field number 34.
Well, if it's your field, that's easy fix.
202 does it on this map, for sure. And that big field above is field 30 as well.
So all you gotta do, Scrump, to fix that's plow it.
Yep. It's on the plowing list for next season. Because that's one of the fields have not been plowed. It's one of the fields that still needs plowing.
Mm.
I didn't have time to turn around all my grass fields yet.
Funny how the tractors go down that mud road without any single problem. Let's go. The corn head's 108,000.
Okay, you need another contract then. It's gonna get a good chunk out of it.
I guess I'm gonna have to buy the 8-row.
Yeah, that's quite a bit cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only 63.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference.
And I've got a 70. I got 7150, so that's a pretty small combine. Should
Probably better to use the 8-row then anyway.
Nah, it should take a 12, no problem. Field 5. Now, how do we get to field 4? Yeah, this is a bit like a British map because you see the fields, but you can't get to them.
Yeah, because of all the obstacles, rivers, etc. in your way.
Yeah, they got a river, they got canals, they've got ditches, they've got ponds. I think that makes the map more enjoyable, where you can't just drive straight across it.
Yeah, I'd never drive across ditches of water.
Well, you're not gonna on these ones.
It will give your tractor a good wash, I guess, Doc.
Well, you'll be resetting it, that's for sure.
Those aren't ditches, and those are rivers.
Cause, yeah, I've already had to reset my tractor a couple of times because it got stuck in the ditch.
I'd like a bridge mod on this one here because there's a canal on
Oh,
the
yeah.
top of my field because I'm cutting across it now to get to my slurry.
I solved that problem on my field, Jamie.
Ground deformation.
Where is it? field, just this one. Visit. I made a road over here, all the way down this field.
Well, this is the field you had to go through. Yeah, okay, I remember you talking about this one, yes.
And I went across. There's a bridge now.
That may happen.
Yeah, it's a good option. Because else I had to go towards these fields. I had to drive all the way over here. Then down here. Which was still okay, but it's just a lot faster.
Yeah.
So I made my own dirt bridge.
Well, I own the land on either side of it, so I should be able to do that.
Yes and no. You can only do it with a big radius because you do not own the ditch. But if you put a big radius on and you stay on your own land, it will still level the outsides towards the ditch.
Okay.
So yes, you can, but it's tricky. I mean, I did it, so it's possible. And I'm not the best landscaper.
I'll look at that and see single player. Wonko says he can get that harvested this week. Unless we were had nothing to do, he's okay.
Alright, good.
Jamie, how do you change the whole thing on auto drive? You want to switch the direction of the whole track.
Oh, Jesus, Doc. You're really
I don't
testing me now.
remember.
It's click on the node before. I gotta look.
Where do you find it? I can't remember. Got the node clicked. Thought it was control, but doesn't appear to be.
No.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Select the path, left shift. Oh, the whole thing, no. You want to change the whole thing, right?
Yeah. At this point, it's just easier to delete them. I'm just gonna delete them and
Almost there, the video.
oh, you're in a video?
Yeah.
That's why. I thought there was an instruction sheet somewhere. Alright, so record. Bada boom.
Click the node that's on the straight on the intersection. Left click it, and then click left. Hold control.
Control and left click, and it's, I don't know, I thought I it was control and I was holding it and it wasn't doing it.
You gotta click the node on the straight. The node that's on on the one out, and then go to the first one at the end of the route that turns in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, doesn't work. I just deleted the points. Do it again. I can't seem to, it turns in a different color and I don't know.
Uh-oh, Johnny, you watching Scrum screen?
No, don't tell him.
Well, you know, he's not here, so maybe I do the same thing.
Yeah, we need some winter work.
For the trees.
I would never do that, Doc.
What kind did you buy?
Lodgepole pine. And the saplings, so the smallest ones. I figure since the server's turning 24/7, it should grow pretty quickly anyway.
Yeah.
And I think I can harvest them this winter before the spring starts to get a new crop in.
Oh, you think
Not
they'll
sure if
grow?
I'll make that. I think they will grow quick enough that I can still harvest them this winter. I think I should be good on that. I'm probably not gonna do it the hard way. I'll probably just leave the harvester and get them all down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got smelly dog breath.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
I can't plant anything at the moment anyway, so I thought I'd better get some trees in here. Yeah, so if you got a little strip of land laying around anyway, Jamie, you better put some trees on.
Yeah. Kind of got a nurse full of a grass field down here that, you know, wouldn't be bad for trees. Doing that whole field in trees, 40, 47?
I'm doing 2 pallets of them and split them out a little bit, so it will be this field. Yeah. Two pallets is 450 trees, something like that. So should be enough. I think it would generate some income. I might even get Gizmo crazy enough to drive a Volvo crane and harvest them for me. Because I know he likes that Volvo.
I haven't used it. He was saying it's really good because it's heavy. It doesn't bounce around.
Yeah.
What Volvo?
The Volvo excavator.
Oh.
If I was going to try and pick at anything for winter work, there's some a hedge of trees across the road from me here.
Just gonna get them down.
Yeah, because it's where that barley field, it L's out into the barley field.
Yes.
I'd look at doing these and just chip them.
I know, bud. Hold on.
bit of bills you got there, Jamie.
And a little stack.
Course place says this field will be 4 hours with that little letter.
Certainly a little bit of your time there. We'll probably have to go and walk the dog.
Well, yeah, I gotta go pretty soon here. What time now?
What time is it for you there now, Doc? Just after 3?
2.
After 2.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours behind East Coast time now. Download some sugarcane equipment because there ain't freaking nothing here in the game anymore.
Yeah, not much, that's for sure. But you're really sure you want to do sugarcane?
Yeah, why not?
Madness.
I can tell you the first. I can
It's
tell
a
you
grind.
the first crop I'm doing is cotton.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really mind cotton for some reason.
Well, you put the harvester out there and forget it. Forget all about it and then go pick up your 3 bales. Easy money.
Yeah, don't forget to refuel that thing in between. It consumes quite a bit of diesel. Depending on the size of the field, of course.
Now, why wouldn't you take that bale for the contract?
Well, auto drive will go and fuel the tractors for you as long as you got it running through the course, running through the trigger. I don't think it works with Andy's trailer though.
So this contract, they just took silage transport, didn't take.
Oh, that was the $10,000 one?
Yeah. Delivered bales, didn't take any, sold my bales, so I'm going to cancel if it hits me on a penalty, I'll reimburse.
I did think of taking that contract.
Yeah, well, I was going to sell some bales anyways, but
Well, sometimes it's because it has to go in the silage trigger as silage, not the bale trigger.
Hmm.
I know I've had supply contracts like that for hay, and if you put bales in, it didn't want bales, it wanted loose hay.
Yeah, that's what it could be.
Birdie saplings. Well, you're going to have a lot in this field when you're all done, though, really.
Yes. I think it's going to be money-wise my best crop.
Mr. Scrum, get all kinds of equipment.
Yes. With quite a bit of equipment here. It's not much that I still need to get, I think. Apart from a slurry tanker.
Yeah. That one we have is a nice size mod.
Many liters does it hold?
25,000. I think
That's pretty good.
The medium size one. I think there's a bigger one than that too. Here in a second.
Alright, I'm gonna go take the dog out.
All right, bud.
All right, Doc.
Okay, I'll catch you guys later.
You as well.
Yes.
Take care.
Alright, take care. Bye now.
Take care, Doc.
Yeah, 24,000.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, you can get it with. I put ours with a splash plate only. You can do it with an attacher to do a drag hose.
Yes.
But it's without the drag hose, it's 12 meters.
Well, it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 240 saplings on the pellet, so it will be 480 trees in total. That'll do me for this winter.
Yeah, I don't know where we talked about some in December. We're all here and chores are kind of done. Maybe moving through a few months quicker too.
Yeah, we can always do that.
Your trees aren't developed, the animals are fed, those kind of things.
Yeah. They won't be grown in December yet. I think the first of maybe January.
Yeah.
February, something like that.
Yeah, I would say.
I won't be around next week, but that will give them time to grow, so I don't mind if we do skip a little bit next week.
Yep.
The week after I'll be there, and then the weeks after that I'm 2 weeks off. 2 weeks tour camping with the family, so I mean I'm working, but
You'll not be home at nights to...
no. No, we go away from 24 May till 10 June. And I'm getting the plasterer here at home to redo all the walls
Oh, okay.
while we're on holiday. I'll be working, but the wife and kids are on holiday. So we're not staying at home that period. We need to get all the furniture out of the house so we see everything. Get the walls redone in a different color. And the ceilings, everything basically. I figured we'd rather go to the camping for 2 weeks, because then we don't have to stay inside an empty home.
Yeah.
If I don't get to harvest the trees in this winter, that's not a problem anyway. Then I'll just harvest them next winter then.
Mm-hmm.
And I could always ask Johnny to harvest my trees, right?
You also ask pigs to fly, probably as much chance of each happening.
Almost supper time for you, then, Jamie?
Yeah, another half an hour, 40 minutes probably here. Just having leftovers tonight. We had fried chicken last night, so we're gonna heat some of that back up again.
Ooh, I had fried chicken yesterday too. Well, barbecued chicken.
Yeah, no, this is like battered fried.
Yeah, I did beer can chicken.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll be finishing up these trees, and then I'm calling it a day anyway, for me.
Yeah. Just if I get this last field I'm on here now fertilized, then I'll be done too, really. Get deliver some milk, do some odds and ends, but there's really not much left to get finished. Fields that I can get done, but it can be fertilized in through the week or something here if I had to.
Yeah. probably will be a bit of a struggle getting the logs out of this field. It being loud.
Well, if you really
Probably
if you
just
really-
hook up the 1050.
Yeah. I'm gonna say if you really wanted to, you could. Are you gonna put something back in it after you harvest the trees out, or?
Yeah, that's the idea.
I'm like you. I'd grab the big roller and roll the field, and maybe be better, but it's still gonna be. The truck is gonna be hard. At Kenworth's not gonna.
Yeah,
go
I
real
think
well.
I'll just get a dolly and hook it to the 1050. I think that will do it a lot better than the truck.
Yeah.
I can sell wood at Brummies, and it's also top price anyway. So it's only like 200 meters drive.
Yep. That's why I put the wood brummies and the wood millers on both ends of the map, just to kind of split it up if somebody did something.
I didn't even see it was that close to me, but that means I'm planting trees next to a sell point, basically.
Yep.
So that's a good drive. That's definitely going to be easier with the vent than according to the truck.
Yep.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh,
Hey, Gizmo. Good evening.
How are we doing?
Good. And yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, very good.
Had a good weekend?
I've had an excellent weekend again, yeah. And we still got another day tomorrow, so it's good.
Yeah, some people are always lucky.
Yeah, I was just, the weather's been, it's been okay. It ain't been brilliant. It's been cold, but sunny spells. It was nice yesterday, but today was quite chilly. It was windy.
Yeah.
It was cold. Apparently, the wind was coming from the northeast.
Yeah, we
So
had northeast wind as well.
that was pretty.
It's quite a bit colder here than it was last week.
Yeah, yeah. They reckon there's going to be a frost as well in the week. Monday, Tuesday night, going to be frosty. So that'll be pretty good. But yeah, got on really well with the pergolas all up.
arable
got one
deal?
on
Did
it.
you get it in
Yes.
with the kids?
Yeah, only one of them. Oh, the big one come round and I put 3 brackets on the wall and just put some loose cable ties on it so that it didn't fall off the brackets, because the brackets were only 1.5 galvanized strip iron. So and then we just picked it up. I put a platform down and he jumped on that, pushed it up, and I just clamped it. I put a screw in at the height I wanted it on the post that I was clamping it to, and then just clamped it up. And then I went round and put the posts in. Today I made the foot in for the last post, because one of the posts is on the garden, not on the patio. Well, it's not a garden as such. It is a it's got shingle in it. So yeah, but it was all right. It worked. I've just got to drill that and coach bolt that tomorrow. The 3 brackets on the back are not actually taking any weight. They're just basically stopping it banging into the wall, you know, or twisting on the legs. So and I'm putting a couple of bracing straps on the front ones, on the front legs, to stop it swaying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's come together pretty well, and it looks all right. It's good. I had to go and get some extra wood today, so I've got done all that. But I haven't been doing noisy jobs today because it's Sunday. So I just dug the hole, put the concrete in. The post is fixed in the position where it's supposed to be, but I didn't screw it up. I've left that till tomorrow. Filling and impact driver in, they didn't want to hear that. And I've got 3 more joists to go in for the roof sheets to land on, which I'll get done tomorrow. I might even get a few sheets up. Roof sheets. We'll see how it goes. We've got a few other jobs to do. I'll put the state of some of these buildings is pretty naff. So I was going to render the back of the man cave because it was easier than pointing it and trying to make it look decent.
Yes.
So I thought I'd get some expanded mesh and tuck that in where I was running to. So I routed out the mortar, put a fold in the mesh, and then pushed it into the joints. And I bought some masonry nails. I thought I'd just whack a few nails in with a couple of washers on and fix it roughly so that when I render over it, it stays in position. And of course the first nail I banged in snapped off, and the second nail bounced back out because it's soft reds and they just mush. So what I ended up doing was spraying it in PVA,
Yeah.
waterproof PVA, sprayed the whole bottom area,
Just to protect it.
and then I let it dry. And then this afternoon I went round with this special sealer that basically stick like shit to a blanket to anything. And I stuck I sort of daubed it, you know, a blob here, a blob there, just to get the mesh to stick to the brick. So tomorrow I'm going to render it over. It should be alright when it's finished.
Sounds good.
Yeah. it's all coming together, Scrump, and these are the last 3 major jobs. Now, once this is done, all I've got to do is put a bit of grass seed down in a few places and cut the grass. I even cut the hedge yesterday out the front. That was
Nice.
putting them proper. And we got pea shingle drive that was laid by a moron, and it gets loads of weeds growing up through it. So I went and dug all them out yesterday. And the difference it makes is just crazy. You know, between all the weed, all the grass and that popping up between the drive and then it not being there. It just looks totally different.
Yeah, just makes it look a lot more tidy straight away.
Yeah,
Get
but
the weeds out.
the difference is ridiculous though. It really does look smart when they're all gone. So we've done that yesterday as well. And then tomorrow I've got to sort my scrap out as well because I can't find my drain pipe fittings. They're here somewhere, but who knows where.
Got lost in the shed.
Well, I don't think they're lost in the shed. I think they're probably behind the shed where I've got all my scrap and stuff. Because I've looked everywhere else and I can't find a bag of fittings. Because there's a bag of pipe fittings like 90-degree bends and hoppers and all that
Yep.
sort of stuff. And then there's another bag, I'm pretty sure, with things like pipe clips and gut clips and all that sort of stuff. I found all the guttering and the big pipe. I just can't find anything else. So, because when I put this up, I'm going to put a gutter on the front of it and run it into the same drain that the utility runs into.
Mhm.
So it could be better, but there's not enough room the other end to do it the other end. The down pipe will hit the fence post, so it's going to have to go the other end, but it'll be alright. It'll look good enough once it's done. So yeah, good day, you guys.
Yes, I definitely had a good day. Lots of work done, so can't complain.
You've been working, or you've been at home?
No, I was today. I was off, but I helped out my parents-in-law. They're moving homes, and they needed quite a bit done at their old place, but also at the new place, getting everything in and getting everything ready. And the whole garden needs to be redone in the new place. So
Right, okay.
made a small start on it.
Yeah. A little and often, mate, innit? That's the way.
Yes.
It's like the neighbour took her dog for a walk this morning and she come back from the path I've been refurbing. And when she come back, she said, I don't know. She said, I don't know whether the farmer's done it. She said, but someone's done an amazing job down here. I said, really? She said, yeah. She said, there's no mud or anything down here anymore. She said, and it seems to have drainage. I said, yeah, I've done that. She said, yeah. When you get time to do that? I said, I just did. Yeah, so I just do a bit here and there. And it all gets sorted properly. I was out picking up rubbish today, and all the bike riders coming by, they're all thanking you. Thanks, mate. You know, all on their push bikes. So I was picking all the rubbish up that I suppose they don't want to be driving over.
So I had a question for you, Gizmo.
Go on in.
So, wife ran across a video or a TikTok the day was talking about prices in UK for groceries. They were at, oh, what's the name of the place? At started with an A.
Aldi's?
Aldi's. And they were
What,
showing.
a shop?
Yeah, it was a shop, like a supermarket type thing.
Yep.
And they had bags of carrots, and it was it's 15p, like 15 cents.
Yep. Yep.
So
yep.
like it was
Asda.
That's it.
It was Asda.
Yeah.
Yep.
The prices were crazy on the vegetables.
Yep.
Like
now what that was, right? What they do is at like Easter time and things like that. That's what it was. It was an Easter promotion, right? So what they do like what you call a loss leader.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's sort of almost got out of hand because everybody does the same thing. So it doesn't matter where you go nowadays, supermarket wise, you are going to get veg at that money. I bought carrots. I bought swede. I bought broccoli. And potatoes, all 15p. 15p each. So each swede was 15p. A bag of potatoes was 15p. A bag of carrots was 15p. Parsnips as well they were doing. So basically you just got to stock up. You know, it is quite amazing how cheap you can live if you've got a decent sized freezer. Because they also do the same things from time to time on meat. I bought a joint of beef on, when was it, Friday? No, it must have been Thursday. I bought a joint of beef that was half price. Should have been £26 and it was £12.60 or something. But you just got to be in the right supermarket at the right time, which is why I never shop in the same one all the time, because I'm always looking to see who's got the best deal on coffee or you know, like, anything really.
So give you an example. So like a bag of carrots for us is $3.50.
Right, well normally a bag of carrots you could buy for 70p. Yeah.
So even
that would be around about the sort of price you'd be paying for what they call wonky carrots, right? If you buy
regulars.
If you buy regulars, you're looking at probably £1.26.
Okay, and how big a bag would that be roughly? £3?
Yeah, probably kilo and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're $3.50. So it is still way more expensive, even on that crazy Easter special you're talking about.
Carrots over here.
What your
would be €1.
1 kilo would be €1. Yeah, which would be about the same sort of money, Scott.
Yeah, that would be.
As what we're paying. Like 126.
So, yeah.
126. But it's like I say, Jamie, you've just got to look around because they're all, ever since, there's two German chains. One's called Aldi and the other one's called Lidl. And ever since they've been over here, they have just dominated cheap shopping. But the thing with a lot of it is people are set in their ways, and unless you can buy like Weetabix, the brand, they won't buy it.
Yeah.
Even though theirs is called, say, Nabix or something like that. And it probably is exactly the same. It could even be made in the same building.
Yep.
Right? They won't buy it. So it's took a long, long time for this firm to establish. These firms to establish, but all of a sudden, people have gone in there and thought, "Well, I'll try that because it's got things have got tight, you know." And we'll try this and we'll try that. And I buy stuff like they do these burgers that are pork based, Fidelicum or something like that. But you get 5 of them for £2 something, which is just crazy money. And they had 25 meatballs for the same price. You know, and you wouldn't get anything like that. 25 meatballs in one of the other shops would cost you £4 or £5. You know, so it's nearly half price.
Okay.
Gentlemen?
And the other thing they do a lot of, Jamie, is they do what they call the middle of Lidl. And it's all kinds of, well, it could be anything. You know, it could be barbecues, it could be gardening stuff, it could be DIY. Plus, they've all got their own brand of tools. I can't remember what the Aldi one's called, but the Lidl one's called Parkside. And because they're German, you know, they've probably got contacts with some pretty good tool makers. And I've still got a Parkside drill. It's only 12 volt, but it's the first rechargeable drill I ever bought, but it still works. You know, it's just crazy. And it was cheap, you know, it was absolute peanuts compared to what you pay for like a DeWalt. And because I wasn't using it professionally, I thought, I'll buy one of them. It'd do me for part time, and it, you know, like I say, it's if I get it out of the box now, I bet it'll still charge and it'll still work. But but they do all kinds of stuff. They do bedding, they do cutlery, you know, dinner services, but it's not there all the time. It constantly rotates.
Sounds like our
So like
Costco.
if you go in there and you buy a dinner set, and say you've had it 3 weeks, and you notice something wrong with it, but if you take it back, they'll give you the money back. But there is no guarantee there's going to be another one for you to take back.
Yeah.
Right, because it's only there for a week or 10 days or whatever, and then once it's gone, it's gone. Until the next time they get a deal on cutlery or plates or whatever. That's me. You know, it's like, I'm pretty sure that's where I got my dinner service. And because I've been looking around everywhere to try and find out to get replacements, and I just can't find anything that's the same. So I've just come up with the fact that I must have bought it in Lidl's or Aldi. And they haven't got any in. You know, but the thing is also, if you're doing something, like I bought some garden edging, but I only bought enough to do one side. And then when I went back to get enough to do the other side, it had all gone. So you got to wait now until it comes back round again. But they have definitely shaken up the supermarket game in this country. You know, and it just goes to show you just how much money the other people were making.
But even at the higher prices, you guys are still way lower than what we are.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do you pay for, like, say 4 pints of milk?
Well, we buy
2 litres, say.
And I'll tell you, I'll just look and see what's on sale for here right now. So,
Right, gentlemen, I'll be calling it a night.
Okay, mate. You have a good day at work tomorrow, Trump.
yeah.
I'll be thinking of you, mate.
Yeah,
When
I
I'm
can
sitting
hear you
there
too,
cutting me,
Gizmo.
when I'm sitting there cutting me grass, I'll be thinking, oh, poor old Grumpy's hard at it.
Yeah. Someone's always have to work, right?
That's right, mate.
There
Yeah.
is a saying here in the
The
Netherlands.
only reason I'm not working, Scrump, is because some dickhead booked the truck in.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Derby.
there's a saying in the Netherlands, and it says, you have horses and you have luxury horses, and you're a luxury horse, then Gizmo.
Thank you, Scrump. All right, mate.
All right, you will have
You
a
have a
good
good
one.
week. We'll see you
Yes.
soon.
Catch up soon.
Right. Right, Jamie, I bought 4 pints of whole milk, and that was 1.55, and 6 pints of semi-skimmed, and that was £2.30.
So for me, it's 3 liters. It's 3 1-liter bags. So it's 3 liters of
Right.
milk. 6.25.
Wow. Oh, that is a lot dearer. See, and things like I buy soup to have at work in the truck for lunch, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's a tin of soup. And they're 60, what are they, 65p? And then, what else we got here? That might. Frozen potatoes roasting, right? I don't know what the quantity was, but they were 125.
Yeah. See, wicked
I bought
difference in prices.
24 meatballs, fresh ones, yeah, 4.99. And the things I was talking about were called frikadellen, and that's 5 pork burgers, probably around about maybe a quarter pounder, and they were 2.89, and they're made in Germany. What else we got here? Tea bags. 240 tea bags was 2.79.
Yeah, that's one I wouldn't been to take because I wouldn't have bought that much in a year, in 10 years.
Yeah, no. Well, I get through that every couple of weeks, mate.
Yeah.
Right, avocados, 89p each, large ones. Large red onions. That's a 3-pack. So there's 3 of them in a pack. 95p. Bananas. That was 6 bananas. 89p.
Yeah.
But this is Lidl's. This is one of the German ones. I
Yeah.
went there today. Mate, I do not. You know, you don't get anything anymore in this world for loyalty.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You know, I've had the same phone. I've been with this phone company ever since they took over my phone company. When they formed, yeah.
Yes.
But I used to get really good deals, but now they're just dominated by people that are just trying to make money for themselves. And over a period of time, me adding data and this, that, and the other, instead of them just tacking data onto the existing plan, they have put me on a completely different plan and done away with all my perks. Like I say, you don't get anything for loyalty anymore. So I just shop around.
Yeah.
You know, and like if I had to go and get a bit of 2B2 and I wanted to get a gallon of Clear Coat, yeah, and something else. What else did I buy? Oh, grass seed. So I went to Lidl's because there's a wick, which is like a bit like your place probably. You know, it does paint, decorating,
Mm-hmm.
wood, timber, gardening stuff, slabs, sand, ballast, all that sort of stuff in bags. So I went there because the Lidl's is just up the road. So I thought, well, I'm not driving miles, you know, to go to where I normally shop. But where I normally shop, I go on a Friday night normally on the way home because I've got a lot more. Well, I don't know about tight, but a lot more efficient. You know, if I shop on the way home on a Friday, then it saves me having to go out. And
Yep.
like today, I'd done it virtually everything I could do, and it was only 1:30, and I thought, well, I'll have some lunch. I might as well go and do my shopping because being a Sunday, everywhere shuts at 4 o'clock. So I thought I might as well go out and do my shopping. I went out and done my shopping, and I was still back here by 3:20. So then I went outside and creosoted the fencing, 2 fence panels that I put up. And I thought, well, that'll do. That's nice and quiet. But it means that tomorrow now I don't have to go anywhere because I've got my timber, I've got my Creocoat, and all I've got to do is set up the wood saw in the morning. But I'll do a few other jobs first so that I'm not making noise too early.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean but I mean it's all relevant though to uh, since I seem to have more money now than I've ever had. You know, I mean this job pays the right money. Plus I get other incomes from different other things. But also I suppose I'm a bit more savvy at buying stuff and ordering stuff and whatever.
Yes.
So I end up, you know, whereas before I'd just go and buy stuff willy nilly. Now I sort of think, oh no, I won't buy that, I'll buy this. Or I won't do this, I'll do that. And then I think, well, I'll do this first, then I'll sell that, then I'll do that. You know, so I'm sort of a bit more controlled. But a lot of months I can probably save 800-900 quid. And just lately, because I've been, we went weekly paid, right?
Yes.
Which meant the first month we were weekly paid, you lost 6 days' money. Yeah, because you got paid the month before till the 31st, and then what they do, you're a week in hand, but because it was the first week, you was actually 6 days in hand for the first week. And I thought I was going to have to drag some money out to cover some bills. But when I went online to check, I still had 450 quid there. You know, and all the bills had got paid. So I thought, well, this is fucking good. We'll keep doing this. But no, it's I say I just got, you know, some days I go into shops and come out and I think one day I'm going to go in there, they're going to be paying me to take it away. I went into the one I normally go to on the way home, and after 6 o'clock they've got this really good bake counter where they make pies and fruit pies, meat pies, sausage rolls, cheese and onion, Cornish pasties, all that sort of stuff. And if you go in there after 6, it's half price. And I went in there, and they normally got a bag of 4 big sausage rolls. But they didn't have any bags. They only had individuals, and I thought, well, I'll buy 4. So it was a little bit dearer to buy, but it was still half price. And they had some steak and kidney puddings, pies there. I thought, oh, I'll have a couple of them. I hadn't had a steak and kidney pie for ages. And yeah, when I get to the counter, they're all half price. But I'm guessing, because I bought more than a certain amount, I got an extra 75p off.
Bulk discount kind
You
of
know,
thing or something.
so I got 350 off because it was half price. And then another 75 because I'd bought more than one item. You know, you're sitting there thinking, Jesus, this is crazy. But I'm going to have me roast beef tomorrow. Because I thought, well, I'm going to joint of beef for ages, so I thought I'll buy that at that month. And everything will be good. But you see, at Easter, they were doing lamb at half price as well. Joints of lamb for seriously low money. But one way or another, I managed to miss them. I think what it was is when I was going in there overnight, they'd sold out. Because they were obviously putting so many in. And by the time I got there at 7 o'clock, they'd all gone. Because twice I went in there to try and get some. But I mean, it didn't bother me. I wasn't, yeah, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But it's, you know, but the thing is, I suppose it must be different for every other country. It's like things like insurance is really expensive over here now.
Like car insurance and that, or
Car insurance, yeah, car insurance is ridiculous money because there's too many people driving around that don't really know the rules. So they're all having accidents because they're pulling out on people and they're supposed to be giving way and all this sort of stuff. Or they don't give way in a gap and they end up head-on in the car coming the other way. And at the end of the day, plus you get a lot of these fancy motors that don't have keys seem to be the easiest thing in the world to nick. You know, compared to a car with a key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they seem to have this cloning device on a laptop. And if you don't keep your key in a particular box or a bag, this thing is emitting the signal even when it's off. Yeah.
okay.
And what they can do, they can get this signal, copy it onto the laptop, and then they get into the car and the car thinks the key's there. So you can switch on.
Cloning
You know,
it.
it'll unlock and everything else. And things like when I was on the security job, there was a Bentley Continental that was probably about 16, 18 months old. And they removed it off the drive in 17 seconds. Right, and the main way out of this place was the M25 and the A1. Right, and the M25 was down to one lane from 22 to 27 both ways, and the A1 was closed at the next junction north. So wherever it went somewhere near here, like a barn or somewhere. And they also put a jammer on the tracker. So not only did it disappear off the drive, it disappeared off the tracking as well at the same time. So they got no idea where it went. But it's probably in Saudi or somewhere. But consequently, Range Rovers and all that, they just get nicked by the thousand. And of course, we're all paying for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that they can't put the price up on a Range Rover to that extent. In fact, they have done that. But even then, the amount they're putting it up doesn't cover what they've paid out. If they're taking $5,000 a year, but they're losing 65, it's not that difficult to see that they're going to be trying to get their money back from somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, they don't lose money.
Oh no, they don't. And the other thing was, on Friday I had to drop the truck off, and I got a lift in a new Tesla.
Okay.
And I was just so impressed with that car, Jamie. It was crazy. It was really, really nice. And I thought, God, if you've driven one of these, I don't understand why you would ever think of going back to petrol.
Oh, they've got power of the yin yang and quiet, comfortable.
Well, they're just so smooth, mate.
Yeah.
Then mind the power. Just so smooth. And it was quiet. It was crazy. And also, I said, "Would you get the mileage?" And he said, "About 300." And I went, "Oh, okay." And then he flicked the screen, and he said, "There." He said, "That's what I've done today, 125 miles." He said, "And that's how far I can go, 168." So he weren't going to do 300, but he weren't far off.
No.
And he had the aircon on. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like he was running it minimalist. He was just driving it like it was petrol.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a lot of people driving around these electric cars, they don't use the heater, they don't use this, they don't use that to try and maximise the distance. But it was impressive. It really was impressive. And like, I said to him, "Do you rent it?" He said, "No." He said, "I bought it." He said, "They're that cheap." He said, "To buy one new," he said, "they're more than a Prius." He said, "But to buy one second hand," he said, "they're half the price." And I thought, but this was a 17 plate, so that was it's quite old. But like I say, the car was immaculate, and it ran like a bird, smooth as silk.
All right,
I
bud.
was
I'm gonna
really
quit
yeah.
here.
Mate, no worries.
I'm just no, I'm just gonna quit my stream while we're chatting here because I gotta go have supper.
Johnny?
No, Johnny. Johnny doesn't feel that great. He's saying he was on here. He said he took it. I don't know if he took. Yeah, hurt his back pretty bad in the elbow. So I don't know if he took a tumble or what. Yeah, don't know what he did.
Oh, wow. I do worry about him at times.
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to end my stream here, and I'll thank Gizmo for being in chat and Scrump for being in game, Johnny for chatting on YouTube and not for coming in to do any work because he hurt his back. I don't know how that affects it. I'm probably get dinged in the farm for workers' compensation for something. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to end up paying for it. I know. Anyways, we'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah. See you soon.